get interrupted by board trash trucks. Bad ass woman of Herstory. Valentina Vladimirovna Tereshkova, born March 6, 1937, is an engineer, member of the... So the reason I'm bringing her up, so this is going to sound weird, but she's the first woman in space. Excuse me. She orbited the Earth 48 times, spent almost 3 days in space, and remains the only woman to have been on a solo space mission. Why don't we know about her? Valentina Tereshkova. Let's see. What do I want to read from this? She's still alive. She's in the politics in Russia. Now I'm not condoning, I don't know her position on anything of what the current situation in Russia and Ukraine is, so I'm just going back in time for a second. She was the first woman on space. So she had not held any previous desire to go to space, and it was her experience in skydiving that would contribute to her selection as a cosmonaut. After the flight of Yuri Gagarin in 1961, Nikolai Kamanin, director of cosmonaut training, read in American media that female pilots were training to be astronauts. In his diary, he wrote, "We cannot allow that the first woman in space will be American. This would be an insult to the patriotic feelings of Soviet women." Approval was granted for 5 female cosmonauts in the next group, which would begin training in 1963. To increase the odds of sending a Soviet woman into space first, the women cosmonauts began training before the men. The rules require that the potential cosmonaut be a parachutist under 30 years of age, less than 5 foot 7 inches in height, no more than 154 pounds. And by 1962 of January, the All-Union Voluntary Society for Assistance to the Army, Air Force, and Navy has selected 400 candidates for consideration. After the original screening, 58 of those candidates met the requirements, which Kamanin reduced to 23. On February 16th, 1962, Aquarius season, Tereshkova was selected along with 4 other candidates to join the female cosmonaut corps. But I guess, in the end, she was the only one to go all the way. So shout out to her for being the first woman in space. And the only woman to be a solo mission in space, right? Is that what I read? Yeah. Fucking badass. Damn, I need to bring my, if y'all want, I'll finish